Good afternoon to you. I don't have any slides, so we'll just speak from the heart, so to say. Well, to give you a brief idea about Mrida, Mrida is Sanskrit for soil, and Mrida is a social business venture that I set up with two other co-founders about 3 years ago. And Mrida is all about creating business models aimed at holistic development and upliftment of remote rural villagers and people at the base of the pyramid. There are two areas that we work on primarily in Mrida. One is on energy access. So we set up solar microgrids to electrify remote villages which are not connected to the grid. And then we work with the communities on how they could use that energy access for education, livelihood, women's empowerment, etc., in a manner that leads to holistic development. The other area, since we are looking at holistic rural development, in India being an agrarian economy, you really need to get involved in agriculture. So another area that we work on is with small and marginal farmers, encouraging them to cultivate high-value plants and crops and herbs, which we then use our experience or expertise in supply chain, logistics, branding, marketing, to create a brand which we ultimately reach out to the end consumer in a manner that becomes a business model for us. But the ultimate objective is development and holistic upliftment of the small and marginal farmer. Now, coming to the basic topic of sustainability and how this links into sustainability, I'll just share two examples with you. One is a lot of work that we do is on corporate social responsibility, so CSR initiatives for corporates. In fact, we've had the pleasure of working with Mr. Anirban Ghosh and Mahindra on some of their CSR initiatives. So, to give you an example, so let's say we are electrifying a village and setting up a solar microgrid. That grid has been, funded by the CSR organization, in this case, say Mahindra and Mahindra. But what we do is we work on this as a business model. So the grid is not given free to the villagers. The villagers are required to pay a connection fee, and they're required to pay an energy access fee. They're required to pay a monthly fee for the energy access. So now what happens is, so the village gets electrified, right? And there is a certain amount of money that comes in every month. So you can look at it as if Mahindra and Mahindra has given it as a loan to the village, and the village has got to repay this loan over a period of time. The only thing, since it's part of a CSR initiative, the money goes into what we call as a village development fund. And we create this village development committee, which is typically two men folk, two women folk, and two youth from the village.